my feel-good breakfast show.
This is your Feel Good Breakfast Show, Expresso. Thank you so much for joining us on this Tuesday morning. Well, we are giving back and we are celebrating. And this morning we are doing the same. Tata Madiba believed that education is the greatest weapon that one can use to change the world. Now, in 2005, after he had discussions with Bill Clinton, City Year's first international site was launched in South Africa. And since then, well, City Year South Africa has had phenomenal success and graduated over 1,500 youth service leaders through school programs, and they are doing really well. Well, joining us via Skype this morning, Executive Director Daylene van Buuren to tell us more about the program. Daylene, I'm going to get straight into it. I'm sure that City Year has been extremely busy in this Mandela month. How does City Year work, and also how can the youth get involved?
Yeah, so City is a non-profit organization registered with National Youth Service. And we bring together youth from diverse backgrounds to really essentially do three things in our 10-month program. We do service, where we put them in schools, working with learners from the early childhood development centers in the foundation phase and with older kids in grade 4 to 7 in the after-school program. We provide them with training and support throughout the program for the work they do, as well as their career development. We have an intensive training program, and also we support their career opportunities. So we look at where they're going post the program and how do we support that through coaching, speakers, awareness of where their destiny or path may lead. So essentially that's what we do for 10 months from February to November.
Well, City Year was launched in South Africa after an endorsement from Nelson Mandela. How does this endorsement carry on? I mean, how do you go on to lead the lessons that he left for us with his legacy?
Yeah, Tata Madiba really, played such an influential role in saying, I want young people to serve. And that's really how we, he and President Bill Clinton gave birth to City Year in the concept here in South Africa. We continue his legacy daily. I believe that he really wanted us as young people to take our rightful place as leaders. So we carry that on through the work we do. We every day in a school, we looking at the next generation of leaders. And also one of our loving principles, we know he always talks about Ubuntu. Showing your love for humanity. I am because you are. And so our young people out in schools are showing that they are connected to these kids out there. We are connected to each other as young people. So I think, in those ways, we continue to show that it's important to be kind. It's important to look after the next poor person. But importantly, Madiba also believed that education is the most important key to change the world. So I believe that that's one of the key principles we continue in his legacy.
I like how you say about how we all connected to each other. Well, the aim of City Year's project is to develop service leaders who will then excel in their careers and also in their lives. What kind of training and activities do the youth undergo to achieve this?
Well, we are doing an extensive leadership program, so primarily focus on their leadership skills. Giving back and service is about what type of leader you are. We have over 50 different trainings we do throughout the year. So we go through social justice issues. Who are you in this community? How are you relating to other people? Then we focus a bit more on yourself, as well as the work you do in schools. So we do a lot of training on the work in schools. We do a accredited early childhood development program. And then we also look at their career development, like I said, coaching and training and job readiness, basically. How do we get them job ready? How do they get the employability skills they do? So it's a broad range of activities, plus the experience of young people being in one space and sharing. I think that is something naturally that happens throughout our program as well.
Why is it so important to give back?
It is so important as citizens in our country. South Africa has such a beautiful history and such a bright future that giving back and learning how to give of your time, your resources to others is so important. And the young people this year in our program that have taken up the challenge in 2016, they would each, we wear these red jackets with our names on it, really representing we've made a commitment. And many of them have said, I dedicate this jacket to the child who was bullied in school because they've been through this journey, or the child who struggled to read. So it's about the commitment to saying they know what these learners are going through in schools, and we want to put on these red jackets as a symbol of hope, a symbol of love for humanity, and a symbol of keeping Madiba's legacy and many other leaders' legacy alive.
Oh, well, Daylene, you really warmed our hearts this morning. Some important words and also things that will motivate us, connection that you're talking about, and also the fact that Madiba Day and month and even week doesn't just have to be that. It can be a year-long and a lifetime achievement in each and every one of us. Well, this is your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Also, big thank you to the guys from City Year South Africa, dedicating their time to cultivate young leaders in our country. Well, it is exactly 6:30 this morning, and it's time to get to our headlines as well as weather, which you want to check out our traffic this morning. But first, here's the news.